Greetings and salutations, my classroom family. It's me, Miss Duffy, and it's kind of been a minute. I'm kind of close here. It's kind of been a minute since I've done a video, so I wanted to just take a moment and pause and reconnect and let you see my face, my beautiful face. No, I'm just kidding. Well, not really. Kidding, not kidding. Anyhow, good morning, good afternoon by the time you get this, then I upload it. We've had a couple of, just keep going with it. We've had, that's Nala, she's saying good morning to you and happy Tuesday. There's been a couple of celebrations that we've had this month, and so last weekend it was Mother's Day, and I hope that many of you, whichever mom you were with, moms, grandmas, tias, cousins, anybody that's a mom, it's a great day to celebrate them. It's actually always a great day to celebrate moms and dads and parents all together. Also had my birthday. I think we had Joshy's birthday was May 6th. I think we have a couple more birthdays coming up. My husband's, Mr. Brian's birthday was May 11th. My brother's birthday was May 14th. There's just a lot of festivities happening. So on this very special day, I want to make sure that you know what day it is. It's Tuesday. So what happens on Tuesday? I hope by now you're saying, Miss Duffy, I know that. You say this every single time, blah, 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 blah. Well, turn and tell somebody in your home why Tuesday is so special, why it is a very, very magical day. I'll wait. Go ahead. Go ahead. Find someone. If you're alone, shout it out to someone in the other room. Tuesdays is a very special day because, That's right. You're right. It's SEL Tuesday. I hope you said that. I hope you said that. You probably actually said it's Taco Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, I think my blah, blah, blah is my new thing to say today. So, that's Nala and Clover still saying hi. On this SEL Tuesday, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, we're gonna talk about something that's extremely important right now, okay? And the reason why this is so important is because our days are different. Our lives are different. Never could I imagine that in the beginning of second grade that we would be ending 2 months apart, doing distance learning, quarantine, coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't imagine that. So something that's extremely important right now for yourselves and others around you is remembering how full is your bucket. Sorry guys, I'm on my wheels today. My back's bothered me, so I'm going to try to problem solve, and I'm bumping the table. Apologies. Okay, how full is your bucket? Now obviously we don't have a bucket that we're walking around with like, hey, filling up my mug here. But it's an idea, it's a metaphor, it's a thought, it's an idea. It stands for something bigger. It's not just a bucket, right? If you've already heard this story, please be flexible. I appreciate your flexibility. If you've already heard the story, just listen to it again. This is a really good message. If you've already heard this story, don't ruin it for somebody else. Like you would say in class, spoiler alert, don't be that person, okay? All right. All right, how full is your bucket? All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, my dog is under the table. Nola, move. Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. I want to build with you, she said. Felix scowled. Go away. You're too little. If you have little brothers and sisters, if you're the oldest or if you are the youngest, you understand how this feels in both ways. Stay back. You'll knock it over. I'm big. I can be very careful. Go play with your baby toys, Anna. Felix. Thwack. Right? So, how do you think Anna was feeling? How do you think Anna was feeling? How do you think Felix was feeling? Grandpa! Grandpa shook his head. Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. But when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket? Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning when Felix woke up, there it was, a small gray bucket floating above his head. There it is, the bucket, just like his grandfather mentioned. When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. I've got a meeting this morning. It's almost time to go. Anna, sit still. You ever feel like that in the morning? Moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, kiddos, gremlin, second grade family. This is real. This is real. Felix slipped and cocoa wheats scattered across the floor. Felix, yelled his mom, you should have used the stool to reach that. Felix could feel his bucket tip and big invisible drips spill out. Drip, drip. Ha ha, Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip. Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus, scolded Mom. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the cocoa weeks and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it. Drip. Psst, Felix, psst. Drip. Watch out, shrimp. Drip. Guys, let's take a moment and look at this page. Look at both these pages because there's something that's interesting that's happening. And I'm going to point to it, and I want you to see if you can make an observation and notice something. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. And here it is. It's the exact same word. It's drip, right? But something is happening where the words are increasing, both in size and in darkness, okay? So, right, the print, this print here, I'm peeking over. Oh, right? So there's a 4-letter word that starts with a B, ends with a D. Bold. It's bold, right? The author wants us to notice it for a reason. It wants it to stand out. It wants it to catch the reader's eye. It's a pretty good trick. It's working. It was still morning and Felix's bucket felt almost empty. Where's Felix? There he is. Kind of grumps, right? He's kind of grumpy. He has a scowl on his face. Things aren't going his way. His bucket's looking a little empty. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. When your bucket's starting to empty and it's almost near completely gone, you start to wish mean things on other people, not even realizing that your bucket's empty. Felix slumped into his seat and waited for something else bad to happen. I just know something bad's gonna happen. Mrs. Bumpernickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class? Felix grinned and felt a big drop land in his bucket. All right, guys, remember on that past page? I'm not going to lick my fingers. Don't do that. Remember on this past, one more page back. My back. Another page back. 3 pages back. There I am, Miss Duffy. You see how it's saying drip? Look what happens. It now says drop. Think about the difference, okay? One is coming out, one is going in. It's pretty clever. Drip is coming out, drop is going in. Okay, the class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right, oh wait, hold on. Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class? It's a question. Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right in his bucket. Drop. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at all the scary parts. When Felix finally read "The End," everyone clapped, even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. The Giganotosaurus who wanted a pet by me, Felix. Drop, plink, plop, drop. What do you notice about his bucket? It's filling up. Good, you guys got it. Oh, it's so good to have this interactive video. He goes to lunch. It says that he pulls out a note from his lunch. It says, "Heart, you love mom." Drop. He goes, "Team captains today are Veronica and Felix." Drop. He goes to art. Maybe this is with Mr. Mendez now. "Nice cow." It's a dog. "Well, nice colors there, Felix." "Cool laser ant backpack, Felix." Drop, plop, clink, clop. Whatever sound you want to make. Okay, it's filling up. It's filling up. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. It's true. Believe it or not, you can't see them, but they're real. We all have a bucket. "Let me help you." Drop, drop. Okay, look. Now he's getting, chihuahua. Sorry guys, I bumped the table again. He's getting it. He's understanding how it works, okay? Filling somebody's bucket and filling your own bucket, it doesn't just work one way. So somebody here drops his papers. "Let me help you up." Fill your own bucket, boom. Fill the other person's bucket too. "Here's your baseball, catch." Drop, fill your own bucket. "Thanks, dude." Drop, fill their buckets too. "Hi, I'm Felix. First day?" "Yes, I'm Amir." Drop, drop. The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. Air fist bump Felix, boop. He's a problem solver. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. Oh, geez, my chair. Hope you guys enjoyed that part. "Bad dog," he almost scolded. But then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her." Wah! "Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks?" So Anna's having a rough day, and her bucket's kind of emptying, but even the dog has a bucket, right? And Felix is a problem solver, and he's going to help her fill her bucket. And so they did. Drip, drip. All right, so that is how to fill, how full is your bucket for kids? Gotta be honest, adults need this too. I'm a grown adult, and this is not just for kids. It's to say, how full is your bucket for every person who's a human? If you're a human, read this book. Okay. On this SEL Tuesday, my message to you, and this very social emotional learning time, right, is to take care of yourself. And what you're going to realize is that by filling your own bucket, you're going to help fill somebody else's bucket. Be nice to someone. When you're nice to someone, it starts to spread out of you. It starts to become contagious, and you fill other people's buckets. So on this SEL Tuesday, I want to make sure that you check to see how full is your bucket. I'm going to send an image today that's going to be part of our writing prompt, because it's going to be an SEL image that I hope you remember for a really long time. It's going to be stuck in your brain. On this SEL Tuesday and every single day that we're apart, I miss you very much. I wish I could hug and squeeze you. I've never missed being in class more than I do. I never thought I would say this, but I wish we could have our worst day times 100 to go back just to be with you one more day. So, I miss you. I miss you very much. Until we meet again, ta-ta for now. Go